Millie Weaver reporting for Infowars.com. We are here at the Phoenix Awards dinner in which Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are scheduled to speak here. This is hosted by the Black Congressional Caucus Foundation, and this is going to be a big event today. Let's go find out and see what happens. Will Hillary show up late? Will she even show up? Will she be sick? We don't know what's going to happen. Let's go find out.
President Obama, where is your promise? Where is your promise? Where is your promise? Where is the promise? For Africa.
One should not need to be a politician. One should not need to be an Ethiopian. What it requires is only to be a human being to condemn this genocide. The record shows over 5 million people have been slaughtered. Stop funding, stop financing the taxpayers' money to victimize the innocent Ethiopian people by this ethnocentric fascist Agazi forces, so-called TPLF government. Alex, InfoWords, we appreciate your cooperation. Though this genocide has been knowingly or systematically has been blacked out from the international media, nothing has been said much as it is. The atrocity has reached to the highest point, but we really appreciate your courage to come to cover this voice.
Shame on you, Mr. Obama. Stop the genocide in Ethiopia.
There were anti-Obama Ethiopian protesters outside, and they actually blocked Obama and Hillary's motorcade and made it so that the motorcade actually had to reroute.
Representative John Clyburn will present the Trailblazer Award to Secretary Clinton. Please welcome Secretary Hillary Rodham Clinton.
All through this campaign, I have made the point over and over again. President Obama saved our country from a second Great Depression. He brought Osama bin Laden to justice. And I'm going to close my campaign the way I began my career, and the way that I will serve as your president. Focused on opportunities for our children and fairness for our families. It's not about golf course promotions or birth certificates. We need ideas, not insults. Real plans to help struggling Americans in communities that have been left out and left behind, not prejudice and paranoia. We can't let Barack Obama's legacy fall into the hands of someone who doesn't understand that. Whose dangerous and divisive vision for our country will drag us backwards. And no matter what, remember this: love trumps hate. Thank you all very much.
I also want to congratulate tonight's honorees, Secretary Hillary Clinton. You may have heard Hillary's opponent in this election say that there's never been a worse time to be a black person. I mean, he missed that whole civics lesson about slavery and Jim Crow. But we got a museum for him to visit. He says we got nothing left to lose. So we might as well support somebody who has fought against civil rights and fought against equality. Right now in multiple states, Republicans are actively and openly trying to prevent people from voting. Then they try to justify it by telling folks that voter fraud is rampant. Between 2000 and 2012, there were 10 cases of voter impersonation nationwide. 10. All the progress we've made is at stake in this election. My name may not be on the ballot, but our progress is on the ballot. And there is one candidate who will advance those things. And there is another candidate whose defining principle, the central theme of his candidacy, is opposition to all that we've done, especially in the African American community. I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election. We snuck over and got an early look at the new Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. We looked at the shackles that had been used to bring folks over, the ostracism, the blowback. I'm going to sit down here in this convention hall and I'm going to tell people what it's like to live the life I've led. I'm going to testify to why change needs to come. And then it's a matter of electing people to office who understand that story.
It's a bit contradictory that Obama is giving a speech to affluent Black Americans at the Phoenix Awards dinner about how oppressed they all are. The attendees spent between $700 to $2,000 a plate, were dressed to the nines, and decked out in extravagant jewelry. Meanwhile, Ethiopian immigrants are protesting just outside of the event to stop Obama's support of genocide of Black Christians in Ethiopia.
Genocide!
Now, what's interesting to see is that this whole event was, just trying to push the idea and propaganda that Hillary needs to be elected and that the Black Americans need to get behind Hillary Clinton. What we also saw today was Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama were sharing a motorcade. According to the U.S. Election Assistance Commission, this would be a conflict of interest and a mismanagement of public funds. We need to make an online complaint or petition because the taxpayers are paying for Obama to go around and campaign for Hillary Clinton, somebody who's just running for president. So we need to demand that we see a disclosure of the monies that are being spent. There goes their motorcade. As you can see, we can see the motorcade going by right now. We can see that Obama and Hillary Clinton sharing a motorcade. Now you have to ask yourself, why is a current standing president of the United States campaigning for somebody that's running for president? So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the president go by and Hillary Clinton go by in the same motorcade, and as you can see, we can see their ambulance tailing behind. And could this be a way to hide an ambulance as part of Hillary's motorcade by making it a presidential motorcade, by having both Hillary and Obama together in the same motorcade? Because why? Because we have Obama and Hillary campaigning together for Hillary's presidency. We also saw inside that President Barack Obama was boisterously campaigning for Hillary Clinton. He was pretty much telling people, you have to vote Hillary Clinton or else you're going to be shamed. That's what it really seemed like he said. I mean, he was just kind of blatant, saying you better vote for Hillary, otherwise you're going to undo all the progress that we've made since the civil rights. This is Millie Weaver signing off for Infowars.com.
Shout out to Infowars. keep your wits about you and keep your eyes open.
Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war, pathogens added to the food and water, and to the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.